Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host, Saeed. I do want to thank you for joining us tonight, Thursday, the 30th of September, 2021, right here in Trinidad and Tobago. So I must say a special good night to those of you that are locked on to Synergy TV live, viewing our show. Those of you that are on Facebook, Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Those of you on YouTube, subscribe, hit the bell. You will know when we go live. You know, viewers, I always encourage you to share our live stream. That is one thing I encourage you every night. Share our live stream. So those of you up the Caribbean and around the globe, a special good night to you. So as we start off our program tonight, according to a release from KC Confectionery Limited, the company stated that given multiple challenges, it has absorbed increased costs while continuing to supply quality product. Over this period, all raw materials pricing were increased, and the company was advised of a 90% increase in one of their major raw materials. Due to logistics disruption brought on by the pandemic, therefore, the company can no longer absorb these increased costs and stated that selling price would be adjusted from October 1st, 2021. So viewers, those of you who love your KC sweets, you are about to pay more from October 1st, 2021, according to KC Confectionery Company Limited. So that's just for you to understand that sucking your sweetie now, it's going to cost you more. So as we move along tonight, remember viewers, 2386716 is our studio line. Feel free to contact us from 7 to 8 p.m. nightly to make your comments on issues that are faced in Trinidad and Tobago presently. Now, the bacchanal continues in the Police Service Commission. Bliss Sipasad led Police Service Commission is over. Sipasad tendered her resignation to the office of the President, and it was accepted. This ends speculation about whether the Police Service Commission would have been restaffed and allowed to continue operating. It also brings into question the nomination of Vincent Edwards, who was nominated as a 5th member of the Police Service Commission, which is scheduled to take place next week. Sipasad was the subject over the past week after details of a private email from former commissioner. Now, Roger Kewal Singh showed that Sipasad acted on her own violation and without the consent of the commissioner when she placed the acting commissioner of police, Gary Griffith, on suspension. So viewers, the bacchanal continues. 2386716. Feel free to call in. Let me hear what you have to say, because why did she resign now? So if Roger did not go forward and say that she acted on her own and did not even, when making decision, spoke to other members of the board, according to Roger, she acted on her own. So I would ask now, what caused you to resign? If you were standing up bold and brave and single all the time, what caused you to resign now? What caused the resignation letter to go to the office of the President? Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Ali. How are you?
Go right ahead, my dear.
Mr. Ali, this evening I want to thank Master actually, because I called you a couple of weeks ago and I told you I have never seen water in our tap for more than a... And lo and behold, we got water last week, and it lasted a couple of days.
Very good.
But the water, it went for after 3 days, maybe 4, and it came back yesterday. And when it came back yesterday, Mr. Ali, you could drive through the entire village and make a circle, and you would see how many people lines built.
Okay, okay.
Because of the pressure that is sent through those pipes.
Mm-hmm.
So right now we can't get water again because all those leaks are there. And so they take back the water.
Do a little video and send it for us. So
Well, they took back the water, so it has no water showing that it has leaks.
Okay, okay. So the water just sprouting from underground?
It was spouting up in the air from the lines. But when they turn off the valve, there's no water in the line, so we can't tell where the leaks are.
Oh, okay. I understand what's taking place. But still, do a little video and send it for us. So at least Trinidad and Tobago would know what is taking place.
Yes, because this is really crazy. You know, when we're not getting. When you don't want to send us a burst pipe.
Yes, yes.
You know, another thing, one other thing, if you mind, considering that issue with the police commission, I have a 2 cents to add. The puppet strings seem to be getting very weak.
Yes.
You know, because if the strings were not getting weak, we will not be having all these puppets to the bottom falling off.
True.
This is what is happening in the police service commission, and that is where when you see the top ranks, and I'm talking about government, when they want to pull strings, they have to know that when they pull strings, there's a repercussion at the bottom. And this is the repercussion that we have to face. There are so many people suffering in this country today because of this government and all their bad decisions. Thank you, Mr. Ali.
Thank you, my friend. So, viewers, a lot is happening with the police commission. A lot. You know, it's only the truth you will get it on Real Talk. So, moving along, viewers, the government food basket hamper distribution program has come to an end after thousands of households benefited from this initiative. Minister of Agriculture Clarence Rambarad had a monthly allocation of $10 million each month that was budgeted for the month of May, June and July to provide 25,000 food baskets to the people in need throughout the 41 constituencies in Trinidad and Tobago. Now, I did try to get on to the minister today, but for some reason, all I got was voicemail. But nevertheless, we're going to try to get him tomorrow and see how that goes. Founder of the non-governmental organization, Saieed Ali, stated that consideration should be given to the workers who employed by NAMDEFCO to put the food basket together, as well as the farmers who will no longer have access to a ready market. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Ali.
Go right ahead.
I would like to know something. Why should Ms. Regis said that her camera is supposed to apologize when she knows fully well, right, that the president has to see the opposition leader and the prime minister. But the prime minister was there, right, and Mrs. Prasad wasn't there. So what is going on there? Somebody has to come out and tell the truth. All right, thank you.
Thank you, my friend. All laptops, tablet and cell phone used to conduct online classes daily will today remain off and disconnected as thousands of preschool, primary and secondary school teachers embark on a day of rest and reflection. The Trinidad and Tobago Unified Teachers Association has declared September 30th and October 5th as 2 full blackout days and advised parents and students that no online classes will be conducted today, nor will class material be posted for students to complete. Following an emergency meeting last week, tutors discussed protests to be taken in response to several issues. Meanwhile, Minister of Education Dr. Nayan Gasby-Dawley did not respond to questions about the planned blackout by teachers today. It's sad, you know, it's sad. And what contingency plan, if any, are in place? Caller, good night.
Hey, Saeed. Good night, Hollywood.
Are you okay?
A couple of weeks ago, I raised an issue with fishermen from Seychelles get beaten by Coast Guard.
Yes,
Anything happen while I'm not yet?
No, well, the guy, he's down there. Anything takes place, he would let me know.
Oh, because I know the police, like they have a special commission for the Coast Guard now to do investigation.
Apparently so.
Okay, thank you, man.
Thank you, my friend. But as long as information comes to us, I will be able to enlighten you, the public. Thank you for calling, my friend. So moving along, viewers. AstraZeneca vaccine still available for second dose. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break. But when we come back, we're going to touch on AstraZeneca and the Minister of Health, Mr. Terence Dialsing. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali. Consultant and real estate businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Are you looking for the right investment? Are you looking for a greater return on your hard-earned cash? Look no further. Contact Real Talk Group of Companies located at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas. At Real Talk Investment, you can earn up to 3.5% interest on your 3-year investment. Don't miss out on this amazing offer. Do contact us now on 339-1670, 238-6716 for further information. Our helpful team is ready to assist. Real Talk Investment. Real people matter to us. This ad was paid for by Real Talk Group of Companies Limited.
Are you looking for quick cash and do not know where to turn? We have got the answer for you. Visit us at Real Talk Group of Companies. We are a licensed money lending financial institution. We are located at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas. Our phone numbers are 339-1670, 267-7325 or 238-6716. Contact us today. We look forward to hearing from you.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. While first dose of AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine will not be available from today, Health Minister Terence Dialsing noted that there are enough vials available for persons awaiting their second dose. Dialsing stated that the vaccine would not be unavailable for first dose to allow the 6 to 8 weeks period to pass. He assured that the 28,000 persons who are awaiting their second dose, they will not be left behind.
So I want to let those 28,000 persons who have to get AstraZeneca to know we have ring-fenced your second doses. Turn up for it now, and if you go back now to the slide before, turn up for it now for your second doses at these locations when your time is due. In the north, the Paddock Queen's Park Savannah, Central UTT Campus, South Sapa, East National Rocket Center, Mayaro Sport Facility, Sangre Grande, and Tobago so far at the Scarborough Health Center.
Now viewers, Dialsing also announced that from today, Thursday 30th of September, the Sinopharm, Pfizer and Johnson & Johnson vaccine would be available at mass vaccination sites throughout Trinidad and Tobago. Caller, good night.
Good night, good night. This is your vaccine imitation vagrant. Listen to me. If my prophecy coming to pass, we will be reaching 2000 fairly quickly, quicker than I anticipated. Because if you see the trajectory, two things is happening. You're starting to get increases in death, average of 7-8 a day, and the cases are basically taking a steep turn upwards. So we have to brace ourselves. They're panicking, you know, because they are all saying the bed space is critical now. What that will lead to is critical patient care. Once you have plenty people in ICU and HCU, our system doesn't facilitate a high number because we continue to rotate the best one out of the system, and that is why we having thing, and we have to rush on healthcare. All right, the other thing is you know, it have a fella that's call him Type Answer. We know him. He is at one time he said he was the 47th descendant, but I saw Gigi, and I'm very surprised Gigi jumped into the fray with it, all this hullabaloo with the COP appointment. He, on the newspaper today, he alluded to the fact that this fella in court, he is the main witness for it. And we know we're talking about R&R. I want to tell the public up front, when the current AG, Legal Notice 183, was pushed through quickly into Parliament to become law, was that an inducement? Was that a benefit for one person? That law was presented quickly to benefit one person, a person who they appointed at SRP and became a cop. So in order to get him back into the seat, you had to pass that law. So I'm looking at history now. It had a fella named Matt Nichols, it had a fella named Jeremy Pandey et al. When Nichols went into the box, the case collapsed. But he still come back, the Judicial and Legal Commission still come back to practice when they're supposed to ban him, The case fell apart, people have to remember, because he didn't want to lie in the box. And you know what is fell apart? Because there was an alleged inducement of a land deal with HCL Financial and all of that. So I'm just putting that in the public. Everything has to be transparent now, because we can't have all kind of people, because they want to appoint a fella by the name of, what is David or something like that, who on the emeritus was 16, and who, somebody tell me, a bird whispered to me, he was the investigated officer for the day of policing, and nothing happened about that. They prosecute them fellas who protest and shut down the whole country. I go and have a nice night.
Thank you, my friend. A 34-year-old woman have stated that she was given the incorrect COVID-19 vaccine when she returned to the Shagaramas heliport vaccination site for her second dose in August. The first dose she was given was AstraZeneca, but after returning, she was mistakenly given Sinopharm. There are only two vaccine mix, which has been approved by the World Health Organization at this time. There are AstraZeneca as the first dose and either Pfizer or Moderna as a second dose. On Wednesday, Minister of Health Terence Dayal Singh said, "It sounds like a serious issue," and asked for details of the patient so that the ministry can look into it. To date, the woman has been unable to get advice from the ministry on what step she should take and whether she should seek a second dose of AstraZeneca. No similar cases of vaccine mix-up have been reported. Wow. Caller, good night.
Good night, Saieed.
Go right ahead, my friend.
You know, problems after problems since this administration come, you know.
Yes.
You know, the seat, the office of the Prime Minister, whoever holds that position, it is reputable, it is supposed to be a respected and disciplined seat, because many of our youths, you know, even elderly, look up to that office for inspiration. Since this current Prime Minister took office, look at his rant and ravings. You know, this little fiasco now with this other boy, Ishmael. You're telling the boy to kiss, you know, certain part of your body. Go to hell. How does this young and most impressionable minds, you know, when you speak like that, that office has been stained, sir. That office has been stained. You know, it is very good to mention to as well, you know, this man come out and said it was he who campaigned vigorously for him.
Yes, yes.
This is the same thing applied to Ansel Roger. When is it he's going to take a naked mannequin of Rowley now and pull it through the street? You see, you know, there's an old saying, the old people would say, and you would excuse me, they say when goat, you know, so and so fat, they just wood. And that is what happened. People didn't realize how happy they were under the former regime. Now look at what they're getting. They put out their all, and every man, isn't that the reason they're keeping this state of emergency? And come budget day now, they're talking about property tax.
Yes.
Where do they expect these people to get? People cannot pay. You cannot let the people impose penalty on the people for your mismanagement, sir. You have mismanaged this economy. That is why now you're coming there. Where is the accountability? 6 years in office, or how long? How much billions have been spent? Where has the money been spent? Has it actually been spent, or has it been pocketed? When dialysis coming out and say, you know, 200 and something thousand per patient, and people hardly getting anything in the hospital. So it is time. This is our money. This is not their money. Let us stand up respectfully. Let us demand. Them cannot come. Remember in Germany when they raised gas by a few cents. Everybody leave their vehicle. I'm not saying to say, but these people must have the guts. And for those supporters, all well and good, is a free democratic society. But you cannot, you know, this is our system of governance must change. Where you have about 30% of the electorate voted for this government. They cannot impose their wishes on 70% of the population and have people suffer like this. This is something that we must look at. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you, my friend. Now, I'm going to tell you something, viewers. We like it so. We like it so. And I'm going to tell you something. The implementation of the SOE, state of emergency, is to keep us from protesting. That is why they reintroduced and extend the SOE, so the citizens would not gather in streets and protest, because under the SOE our rights are suspended. So if we have no rights as a citizen, we cannot go out into the streets and protest. Why? It is an SOE, and we could get locked up because we have no rights. Our rights means nothing. So hence the reason why they went to Parliament quick. And they decide now to extend it. Otherwise people would have been protesting in the streets day and night. Why? Because we are not satisfied. We are not satisfied. Lack of jobs. I'm going to tell you something. Over the 6 years in Trinidad and Tobago that have passed, I'm going to tell you something was real sufferation, you know. Real sufferation, you know. When they took office, when UNC left, lose the general election and the PNM administration won, it's because of the people. The people chose to put them there. They came out, and the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, the Honorable Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley, came out and told the nation to wean off the government. All we have in the treasury is $3 million. How are we going forward with $3 million? Out of that $3 million, They bought a painting. For how much? $3 million. We have, according to him, $3 million in the treasury for Trinidad and Tobago citizens to survive on. Let me break something down for you. $3 million in the treasury. They have government workers to pay, right? Let's forget the small man. Let's think about the government workers. Only $3 million in the treasury. You know what they do? They didn't care about you, the government worker, you know. They didn't care about your loan when the month reached. They didn't care about if your household had food in it. They didn't care if you're sending your children to school. They didn't care how you getting up in the morning. They didn't care about if you had grocery in your house. They didn't care if you could have make market on a Sunday morning. You know. You see that $3 million? You want to know what they did? They take it and they bought a painting for $3 million. So what left in the treasury? $0 million. $0 million. So where did that leave you? Where did that leave you? The government workers. This is just something I'm breaking down so you all understand. 2015, when I came into office, I believe it's 2015, somewhere around there. 2015, you come into office. You tell the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago who voted you into power, you told us, on a platform, there's only $3 million. So out of the $3 million you buy a painting, where does that leave us? And from then now, what happened? What happened? If he didn't care about you back then, and you didn't understand that $3 million in the treasury, and that painting had more value than your job. If you didn't understand that in 2015, in 2021, going into 2022, let me tell you something. You think he would care about you? You could go back and look for the video where he said, we only have $3 million. What was more important? A painting, not you. Not you. Another fact, COVID-19 introduced itself to Trinidad and Tobago. Let me tell you something, it's only facts I bring it to you, you know. COVID-19 introduced itself to Trinidad and Tobago. Former opposition leader, no, my mistake. Opposition leader Kamala Prasad wrote India High Commission for vaccine. They wrote back to Trinidad, as long as your government send us a letter, we would help you all. What did he told you again in 2021? If you think 2015 with the $3 million what wasn't good enough, in 2021, what did he tell you? I am not begging. So the PNM people, I don't mean to sound biased, I don't mean to sound biased. Forgive me if I do. But I want to throw something out so you all would understand. You love this man. You did not campaign for Keith Rowley. You all campaigned for PNM. You did not care who was the leader. You campaigned for PNM. Now, the head of the PNM administration that governs Trinidad and Tobago presently told you, the citizens who supported PNM. Like I said, I don't want to make it sound biased because I am not on any side. I could stand here clearly and say that because I didn't come on Facebook and TV and tell them vote for UNC and then tell them vote for PNM and then now we are no way carrying the people to vote. I didn't do that, you know. All I am stating is the facts to you. So when time now to write the letter to India to get 40,000 free vaccine to help who? The citizens who voted for PNM administration. What did he say to you? I am not begging. I am not begging. That is what he said to us. He said that to us. The UNC, the PNM, the ANR, the NJAC, the PDP, you name it, he said that to us. Who is he? The head of the PNM administration. Who is he? He is the Prime Minister that governs Trinidad and Tobago presently. Who is he? If you all don't take the vaccine, it will force the government hands. You didn't want to write India to help us. Now when you get it, you're bullying us. If we don't take it, it will force the government hand. You all want more facts? Davis home in Arima, in Sandy Grande. How long Terence Dialsing waited on a report to drop on his desk? Let me tell you something. Terence Dialsing is afraid to bring forth that report. Because if that report comes out in the public domain, it will cause chaos. Why? Because the owner of the Davis home, I believe they are still in Tobago. Who are they connected to? That is why he is afraid to bring forth that report. That is why. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but nevertheless, when we come back, it's more facts right here on Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Are you looking for the right investment? Are you looking for a greater return on your hard-earned cash? Look no further. Contact Real Talk Group of Companies located at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas. At Real Talk Investment, you can earn up to 3.5% interest on your 3-year investment. Don't miss out on this amazing offer. Do contact us now on 339-1670, 238-6716 for further information. Our helpful team is ready to assist. Real Talk Investment. Real people matter to us. This ad was paid for by Real Talk Group of Companies Limited.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. The Ministry of Health is ramping up preparations for a surge in COVID-19 infection drive by the recent discovery that the Delta variant is now circulating within the population. Principal Medical Officer Dr. Mariam Abdul-Ruchids stated that preparations began before the variant discovery. However, the ministry extend and they intend to expand the parallel healthcare system capacity and capabilities to mitigate the effects of the variant, which is now the most dominant strain worldwide. To cope with this, Abdul-Ruchids said they are adding 50 more beds to the intensive care unit, that is the ICU, despite being some of the harshest restriction implemented. The country was only able to balance out infections. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night, Mr. Said.
You're live on Real Talk, right ahead.
Okay, my name is Gajraj Rampasad, and I'm calling to you from Mississauga, Canada.
Welcome, Canada.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Said. I must compliment you. I watch you every night. And what a great service, man. God gonna bless you, man, fulfill all your desire and all your wishes.
Thank you, my friend.
The reason why I'm calling is that the farm workers who come to work in Canada, I heard over the news that they cannot come back home because they took 2 different vaccinations for the COVID.
Yes.
But what's happening in Canada, just this week, Monday, the federal government passed a law that they were taking in this year and next year 400,000 humanitarian and compassionate ground people.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if these people and them will be able to qualify underneath that humanitarian and compassionate grounds because they're not able to go back to their country.
I understand.
So it may be the people who hear in the program, like normally I hear it off here, I don't know if they can get in contact with your office and we can look into that because, I mean, poor people come up here to work very hard to work in the farm because I had a nephew had come up here to work on the farm and very hard work. And what I'm hearing is that when they come back home also, they have to pay for 2 weeks of quarantine. That's about 3,000 Canadian dollars. Very unfair to these workers.
Yes.
So this new program come out, it's humanitarian, compassionate ground. Canada is want to take in 400,000 people 1 year, another 400,000 people next year. So I don't know if you could look into that and help our people to see if they can be able to live in this country.
I know. Well, I believe the Ministry of Foreign Affairs is supposed to get involved in this.
Well, you know what, by side, nobody cares about nobody, man.
I understand what you're saying.
I living up here, I want to help my brothers and sisters and them. If they could stay back to live in this country, you know, every day I watch your program, is real pressure down there.
Yes, yes, yes.
So that is the reason for me to call you this evening, to let the people of Trinidad who have their family in Canada and cannot come home because they take the 2 different shots up here, that this is an avenue they could explore. You know what I mean? To get it, to be able to live up here.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so
My
that's
friend,
the reason why I'm...
Thank you so much for the information.
Yeah, so maybe you can look into that, and who is hearing me in Trinidad, they can call Mr. Saeed, you have his number, and see what's going on. And I wish everybody, Trinidad, good health and strength, and God bless you again, Mr. Saeed. Good program, and every night I listen to you, all right, brother?
Thank you so much, my friend, for viewing us.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good.
Wow, that's a serious thing, you know. You go in Canada to work, you take 2 vaccines across and you can't come back? Wow. Wow. That is some serious thing there. Minister of Health Terence Singh have stated that he is optimistic. His ministry will be given enough financial resource to continue its drive against COVID-19. But all the time, all the money going to the Ministry of Health. How much $1 million they spent? $200,000 per person in our hospital. $200,000 and you're getting bread and what? Zabuka. Avocado, we would say, proper English then. Bread and avocado, quicksand sausage. And $200,000 per person? Terence? What a shame. What a disgrace. It's sad. The budget for 2022 will be laid in Parliament on Monday. That's Monday the 4th of, I believe Monday the 4th, yeah. Responding to questions, Singh stated that health has always been a top priority. This man stated that health has always been a top priority for the government. Wow. 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 He added that the health sector had remained relatively consistent at $6 billion each year. The parallel healthcare system was also a serious focus for the health ministry. Singh, let me hold on. A little listen to this video.
Health has always been a priority item for the government and for any budget presentation, regardless of which government is in office. Since 2015, when I became Minister of Health, and since this government has been in office, health has always been allocated in about $6 billion across the board. That has not been significantly affected.
Boy, the parallel healthcare system was always a serious focus for his ministry. Dayal Singh added that the Minister of Finance has never withheld funding for the parallel healthcare system. He noted that the health, as it has always been and will be prioritized to carry out his fight against COVID-19.
The $480 million spent so far has been allocated to us. The Minister of Finance has never, ever withheld funding for the parallel healthcare system. We have made our proposals as we do every year. So there is no need to fear about funding. The funding will be made available, whether it's for pharmaceuticals, ventilators, and don't forget we also fund the normal healthcare system. We fund dialysis, cardiac procedures, and so on. We fund the maternity hospitals. We fund everything in the normal healthcare system, right? So I am comfortable that health, as it has always been, will be prioritized to receive what it needs to carry out this fight for COVID-19.
Hear this. Earlier this month, it was reported that $480 million have been spent on this country COVID-19 response. Who does the accounts for health? Could they come out and detail how the $480 million was spent? And could Mr. Terence Dayal Singh come out and tell the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago how did it cost one person $200,000? How did $200,000 figure reach to one person? How did one individual cost $200,000? How? You tell me how. Could your finance department come out and tell the nation what costs $200,000 per person? And could your finance department come out and tell the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago how did they spend $480 million? Could you do that? Or you feel that was a bacchanal? Listen this. Men in Trinidad and Tobago are being urged to get vaccinated against COVID-19 to improve their chance of preventing erectile dysfunction due to the virus. This advice was given by Acting Director of Health of the Northwest Regional Health Authority, Dr. Anthony Parkinson. Dr. Parkinson also acknowledged that concerns raised by Nicki Minaj, who raised the topic of swollen testicles. Testiculars. And COVID-19. He reiterated that only virus and bacterial infection can cause swollen testicles. Dr. Parkinson added that we have not found anywhere in the world that the vaccine could have caused it. It's just virus and bacterial infection. This thing coming out with this COVID-19, you know. I'm telling you. So all the time when men were having erectile dysfunction, Was it because of COVID-19? What happened to erectile dysfunction in 2019? How come it wasn't a major problem in Trinidad? All of a sudden now, COVID-19 introduced to Trinidad and Tobago, the COVID-19 vaccine here now, and boom! Erectile dysfunction is a problem now. It is a problem now. So 2019, when that was a problem, Saieed, there was no problem. Everybody good. COVID-19 coming, vaccine coming, is a problem now. It's sad. It's really sad. Right? All kind of issues raising up now, you know. All kind of issues raising up now. Call her good night.
Yes, Saieed, good night.
My friend, go right ahead.
Saieed, I want to touch on a video you were showing some night by a COVID patient who come out and was saying how he went and get himself vaccinated after he get the virus and his whole family went and get vaccinated.
Yes. That's the guy on TV. Yes.
But let me ask you a question, right? When you take a vaccine, for your body to build natural immunity against the virus.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get the virus, why you need the vaccine?
Correct.
That make any sense to you?
But I tell you what, man. Sometimes I just want to know where these individuals are coming out from, you know. I just want to know where they're coming out from. Where is the ministry finding these individuals and them? You talk about a man who have all this problem. What about individuals who died from the vaccine? What about who remain under a condition through the vaccine? You're not talking about, you see, this is what I've been saying all the time. Yes, you're telling us to take the vaccine, but come out and indicate to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago some of the what? Some of the effects that the vaccine is giving citizens. You wouldn't come out and say that. You wouldn't come out and say that. Our Prime Minister just the other day, fully vaccinated. And what he do? Well, he had to go into isolation. Why? Because he COVID-19. You're vaccinated and you're running in isolation. Don't run in isolation. While you're running in isolation there, it have other people have it there, and their boss in their workplace is telling them, if you're not vaccinated, don't come to work. But you run in isolation. When you run in isolation for, you take the vaccine, come out and face it. You see, I will tell you something. Whether you all work 30 days for the month, or whether you work 1 day in the 30 days for the month, your salary between $30,000 to $50,000 is guaranteed. Is guaranteed. But the individuals of Trinidad and Tobago who have to go to work, whether you're sick or you ain't sick, you have to go to work. Why? Because you ain't getting pay. And that makes the difference. Now a caring government would come down and stoop down to the people. When last you see a government come down and stoop down to the people? I was listening to Rohan Sinanan on an interview a couple days back. According to him, 70% of the roads in Trinidad, according to his survey, is all well and good, excellent. All well and good. That is why I have taken up the initiative every Wednesday, I will show you the type of roads we have in Trinidad and Tobago. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but nevertheless, there's more in store right here on Real Talk with Saieed Ali when we come back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali, consultant and investor businessman.
Are you looking for the right investment? Are you looking for a greater return on your hard-earned cash? Look no further. Contact Real Talk Group of Companies located at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas. At Real Talk Investment, you can earn up to 3.5% interest on your 3-year investment. Don't miss out on this amazing offer. Do contact us now on 339-1670, 238-6716 for further information. Our helpful team is ready to assist. Real Talk Investment. Real people matter to us. This ad was paid for by Real Talk Group of Companies Limited.
Are you looking for quick cash and do not know where to turn? We have got the answer for you. Visit us at Real Talk Group of Companies. We are a licensed money lending financial institution. We are located at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas. Our phone numbers are 339-1670, 267-7325 or 238-6716. Contact us today. We look forward to hearing from you.
So welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. I have 2 vehicles to sell. Belongs to Real Talk Group of Companies. My Range Rover is for sale. Fully loaded, fully powered, mint condition. Look at it. That is an HSE Sports. That Range Rover is just before the new model Range Rover. Like I said, it's an HSE Sports. Top condition. Very, very classy vehicle. Guys, you could probably buy that for your girlfriend. You know, you want to impress somebody? That's the real thing. Impress them with that. Show them you love them with that Range Rover. And I also have an E250 Mercedes-Benz. E250 Mercedes-Benz. Now look how beautiful this vehicle is, viewers. It's from Germany. It is now doing 65,000 kilos. Very low on the mileage. Very low. It's a beautiful car. Sunroof. Glass top. And let me tell you something. There's also a sunroof in the vehicle. It's unique. So those of you interested in the Range Rover or the Mercedes-Benz, you can always contact me at 339-1670 or 238-6716. 2 exotic vehicle, I would say. Those of you who are looking to impress your woman or looking for an executive vehicle to run with, please contact our studio. There's also a little bit of financing available. So if you don't have all the cash, the Range Rover is for $275. If you have $200,000 cash, I could give you some months to pay off for the Range Rover. The Mercedes-Benz, if you come with $150, $160 cash, I could give you some time to pay off for the Mercedes-Benz. So viewers, that's some of my vehicles that I have. But you all know I always have some classy vehicles. You all know that. So it's not like this is the first time I train up an executive vehicle. No, it's not. It's not the first time. I just love nice vehicles as well. I just work hard. And a man who works hard shall enjoy his labor. I do enjoy mine. Caller, good night.
Good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead, my friend.
Yes, Saeed, I know the COVID-19 hit Trinidad, right?
Mm-hmm.
And since they lifted the ban, right, we had travelers coming with PCR tests alone.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes.
Right? And Trinidad didn't have no Delta variant, right? They didn't have none. And then people come in bringing the Delta variant to Trinidad and spreading it now, right? So I would like to know that all this time COVID-19 is killing people in Trinidad. I want the Delta variant killing anybody. I hear nothing of the Delta variant killing anybody right now in Trinidad. I don't know which one more powerful or which one more weaker.
Thank you, my friend. You see, viewers, let me explain something to all you. Before COVID-19, introduced itself to Trinidad and Tobago, people were dying in the hospital, and the ministry never highlighted it. Never. Whether they died from a heart attack, or a stroke, or yellow fever, or kidney failure, they never had a problem. You could die there. That is not their business. Right? So COVID-19 introduced itself to Trinidad and Tobago, and all the different type of sickness I called just now, while you were listening, all of them got a 10 years visa and they leave Trinidad. All those sickness got a 10-year visa and they left Trinidad. So all we hearing now, John Doe had comorbidities and he died of COVID-19. That's all we hearing. That's all we hearing. You know, they would not come out and say, well, you know, a heart attack. John Doe died from a heart attack, but he also had COVID-19. You would never hear that. You would never hear that. What about the woman who called in? The woman who called in a couple days back, she went and took her vaccine. She ended up with problem, head stroke, and on her medical report, they never wrote that she got the COVID-19 vaccine. They never wrote it. But we had the health minister coming out now and say he proud to spend $480 million and health was always a priority. Let me tell you something. I always say on this platform, I am not politically motivated by any party. I stand my own expense. So UNC or PNM or ANR or NJAC, nobody cannot tell me, Saeed, don't talk about this. Saeed, stop that. No, keep your mouth shut. I don't want to hear you. I stand for 99% of the people right here. It's easy for me to take a plane and fly out and leave Trinidadians suffering, you know. I work hard, I enjoy my labor. But the thing is, when I leave Trinidad, there's 99% of the people that don't have a voice standing for them. And that is what some people don't understand. So that is why I make it my business to come here to educate you, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, about the do's and the don'ts. About the do's and the don'ts. You see, something that I don't do in Islam is boast. I don't boast. Boasting is for fools. And I understand that. That is why when the inspiration came to me, Saeed, name your show Real Talk. What you get is facts. And what we, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, needs is facts. Something that would open our eyes. Something that would open our eyes. We don't need something pushing under the carpet. We don't need somebody walking up and clamping down something. No. What we need to go forward is facts. You see, when the election time comes around and any political party go on a platform, they will introduce a manifesto to you. This is what we're doing, this is what we're doing, this is what we're doing, this is what we're doing. And when they get into power, all the promises, they just wither away. No promises. So we need somebody to remind us of what they promise. We need somebody to remind them, you promised this. We need somebody to educate us in going forward. So it gives me great pleasure to come here every night to serve you, the citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. Now, a lot of people told me, Saeed, why you don't go up for some MP or some councillor or something for Shogunas? He said he would change Shogunas. You know what I told that individual? I said, let me tell you something, partner. To go into the political arena, I say, I can't lie. I can't lie. I say, I just do spiritual work. And I can't go in that arena. That arena is not for me. I said, this is my arena right here. Coming out right here and highlighting things so you, the citizen, would understand that. I said, if I go into politics or go into a political arena on either a UNC or a PNM ticket, I would get a bad name. I would get a bad name. So I don't want that. I rather come here and hear your cry on national television. And I know it's not me alone hearing it, but every English-speaking country around the world, they are listening it also, because Synergy television is being shown all around the world. So viewers, we are out of time for tonight, but nevertheless, alakumalazil ribi alka maunte ba'alla. When you seek knowledge, it will come to you. When you seek going forward, press forward without anyone holding you back. Until we meet again for another educational episode of Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Good night.